Your phone's battery was great a year ago, so why does it die by dinner now? Nothing is broken, and it's not a software conspiracy. It's pure chemistry. Inside a lithium-ion battery, tiny lithium ions shuttle back and forth between two electrodes. Think of the ions as commuters moving between two stations. When you charge, the charger pushes those ions across into the graphite side, packing that station full. When you use your phone, they flow back the other way, and that return trip is what releases the energy. Here's the catch. Every single trip leaves a tiny bit of damage behind. Some ions get permanently stuck in a crust that slowly grows on the electrode. Engineers call it the SEI layer, but just think of it as a crust that steals commuters. And the electrodes themselves develop microscopic cracks, like a road wearing out under traffic. Fewer free ions, plus fewer intact seats for them to park in, equals less capacity. That's all battery aging is. So what speeds it up? Number 1, by far, heat. A hot battery ages dramatically faster, even when you're not using it. Number 2, sitting at 100% or at 0 for long stretches. Both extremes physically stress the electrodes. And number 3, fast charging while the battery is already hot. The speed itself is fine. Speed plus heat is the killer combo. Notice what's not on that list. Software tricks. This is pure chemistry wearing out. A battery is a consumable, typically rated for about 500 to 1,000 full charge cycles before it drops to roughly 80% health. So what should you actually do about it? 1. Keep it cool. Don't charge your phone under a pillow, and don't leave it baking in a hot car. 2. Turn on optimized charging if your phone offers it. It avoids those long sits at 100%. And partial top-ups are completely fine, actually better than full 0 to 100 cycles. 3. Remember that batteries are replaceable. If your phone is still great, but the battery is tired, a cheap battery swap can make it feel new again. So your battery isn't failing you. It's wearing out one trip at a time. Keep it cool, skip the extremes, and swap it when it's done. I'll see you in the next one. Plug an EV in at home, and a full charge takes all night. Pull into a roadside fast charger, and you're back on the road in half an hour. Same car, same battery. The difference is 2 letters. AC versus DC. Let's break it down. Here's the one rule everything follows. The battery only drinks DC, direct current. But the grid only serves AC, alternating current. So somewhere between the wall and the battery, something has to convert. Path 1. Charging at home or at work. You plug into ordinary AC power, and the converter is built into the car itself. It's called the onboard charger. Because it has to fit inside the car, that converter is compact. And compact means slowish, roughly 7 to 11 kilowatts, which is actually perfect. Plug in overnight, and the car is full by morning on the cheapest electricity you can buy. Path 2. The roadside fast charger. Here, the converter doesn't live in your car at all. It lives in that big cabinet next to the parking spot. That cabinet is industrial-sized, so it can pump 50 to 350 plus kilowatts of DC straight into the battery, completely bypassing the car's little onboard charger. But there's a catch you already know from your phone: the taper. Charging is quick up to about 80%. Then it deliberately slows to a trickle to protect the battery. The last 20% can take almost as long as everything before it. That's why experienced road trippers don't wait for full. They charge from about 10 to 80%, unplug, and drive on. One more thing, cold batteries charge slower. That's why many EVs precondition, warming the battery on the way to a fast charger, so it can take full power when you arrive. So why does this matter to you? 1. Home charging covers most daily driving, and it's the cheapest way to fill up. Fast chargers are for trips, not for every day. 2. On a road trip, plan 10 to 80% hops, not 100. Skipping the slow top-up is faster overall. 3. Winter charging is slower, and that's normal. Nothing is broken, it's just battery chemistry, and preconditioning helps. So that's EV charging, 1 battery, 2 paths. AC through a small converter in the car, slow and cheap. Or DC from a big converter in a cabinet, fast and direct. Either way, the taper protects the battery. Next time you see one of those big roadside cabinets, you'll know exactly what's inside. I'll see you in the next one. Solid-state batteries. Phones that charge in minutes. EVs that go much farther, and they're always 1 year away. Today, what's real, what's hard, and when you'll actually get one. Start with the battery in your pocket, right now. It's lithium-ion, a graphite anode, a cathode, and in between, lithium ions swim through a liquid electrolyte. And that liquid is the catch. It's flammable. That's exactly why a damaged or overheating battery can catch fire. Solid state makes one swap. Replace the liquid with a solid layer, a ceramic or a polymer. A solid electrolyte is much harder to ignite. Right away, that's a fundamentally safer battery. It also unlocks denser designs, potentially a pure lithium metal anode. Same space, meaningfully more energy. Add faster charging and a longer cycle life, and you can see why everyone wants this. So why can't you buy one? Here's the honest part. First, solids make poor contact with solids. As the battery swells and shrinks with every charge, those interfaces crack. Second, dendrites. Tiny needles of lithium metal can grow and pierce right through the solid layer, shorting the cell. Third, manufacturing. Making defect-free, paper-thin ceramic at gigafactory scale is brutally hard and brutally expensive. So today, small solid-state cells do exist in watches and on pilot lines. But mass-market EVs? The dates keep slipping. What does this mean for you? When they land, it's a genuine upgrade. Phones that charge in minutes, and EVs with far more range and much less fire risk. Until then, treat every solid-state next year headline with healthy skepticism. And don't feel cheated. The lithium ion in your pocket quietly gets a little better every single year. Rule of thumb. In batteries, a lab breakthrough takes about a decade to become a product. Be excited, not credulous. I'll see you in the next one. Wireless charging has one of tech's sneakiest names. Yes, there's no cable, but that pad is not beaming power through the air. It's actually a transformer, snapped in half. Let me show you. Inside the pad sits a flat coil of wire. The charger drives a rapidly alternating current through it, flipping direction over 100,000 times a second. A current that flips that fast creates an oscillating magnetic field, an invisible field pulsing just above the pad's surface. Inside your phone, right under the back cover, there's a matching coil. Park it in that field, and the field induces a current in the phone's coil. That's electromagnetic induction, the exact same physics a power station generator uses to make your electricity in the first place. The phone smooths that induced current and feeds it to the battery. Power crossed the gap without a single contact touching. But here's the fine print. The range is millimeters, not meters. Lift the phone a finger's width away and the link collapses. And before any real power flows, the two sides talk, using the Qi standard, the pad, and your phone handshake to agree on safe power levels. The pad also verifies a real device is sitting on it, not your keys or coin. That's foreign object detection, and it's why your keys don't get cooked. So how does it stack up against a plain old cable? The cable wins on speed and efficiency. Power flows straight into the battery with very little waste. Wireless pays a tax at every step. Misalignment wastes power. Magnet ring alignment helps fix that, and the conversion losses become heat. It's typically meaningfully less efficient than a cable and slower. So why does this matter to you? 1. It's unbeatable convenience. For overnight charging or desktop ups, you just drop the phone and walk away. 2. Fight the heat. Remove thick cases and align the coils properly, because heat is your battery's worst enemy. Remember the battery aging video. 3. When you need speed or efficiency, the cable still wins. Wireless for convenience, wired for performance. So, no beams, no magic. Just a transformer split in half, whispering power across a few millimeters. Now you'll never look at that little pad the same way again. I'll see you in the next one.